Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Her Story, the murder mystery that we're on together that I don't want to see the end of, but I have to keep searching and finding some kind of resolution and seeing what's going on, or at least what, just basically just hear her story. Yeah, I'd say the title name. So we're going to start with, so I couldn't find anything about SB. I looked for SB, I looked for S, and then I looked for B, and I got some like new stuff, but not related to whoever it was that was managing me, or at least messaging me. I'm curious if I just off the top of my head, I'm thinking like, is it my supervisor? What happens if I say supervisor? Nothing. Okay. What about my boss? Anything. I got a new one for my boss, and this. Look at this. There's a glitch. There's a glitch. Oh, this is so it's super satisfying when you have like little thoughts, or like, oh, maybe you could connect these dots in your head and maybe they make sense, and then you get a result like this, like something that you haven't seen before. So this is super interesting to me. Let's see what happens with boss and if this is important. 1 minute and 26 seconds. So it's a long video too. But this little frame for that glitch makes it super interesting for me, because that's the first one that we've seen. What is this?
Okay.
Wait. Okay, she's wearing white. Okay.
I parked up on the street.
I haven't seen her wear this outfit before.
At the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss.
Okay.
I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. Is that enough?
Wait, where's the glitch? I didn't see the glitch anywhere. Hold on.
Okay.
You have to. I didn't notice one. I didn't notice one. That's freaky. 14, 20, 55. One more time.
Okay.
14, 20, 55. There it is. There it is. Okay. 14, 20, 55. Was that a lost frame or something?
Upstairs to the bedroom.
Stop.
I
There it
didn't
is.
search for
That noise was just people outside just running by. Wait, what? Did it disappear? It's not there anymore. Guys, it's not there anymore. The glitch. What?
It's pretty clear.
Okay, I'm adding this. This is super interesting. 14, 20, 55. Does this mean anything? Probably not. That's freaky, and that's the first instance of like that kind of frame drop that I've seen. Okay. Simon's code, let's see. Again, we haven't searched for Eleanor yet, but Simon's code. Nothing. There's the glitch again. Quote. Nothing new. Cool. So let's take that off of my notepad. Simon's parents. Just let's do parents. Okay, a couple of new things. Blue. We've established that Blue is Hannah.
It was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock. That's
The Rock.
They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
So this is interesting in that I think we have two different testimonies where she tells us that she decided to call the cops, right? But she was wearing two different things, and it was, I'm assuming, two different personalities that decided to call the cops at two different times. One where she was like, oh, Simon's not here, I'm worried, I'm gonna call the cops. And the other one where like she went to sleep, etc., and then woke up, didn't see Simon, hasn't heard from him for a while, and then decided to call the cops. So at two different instances, at least I'm getting, both Eve and Hannah decided to call the cops. Maybe one of them killed him. Maybe none of them killed him. Not sure. But from that, what I got was Friday and Saturday, and also The Rock. This is the first time we heard of The Rock. Let's put that here. Oh, there's also some new stuff here, so let's see.
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until...
Miscarriage has been mentioned several times.
After. Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my parents.
Was that the trauma? No. That was not the trauma that led to you having multiple personalities. Because you had that as a child, as an imaginary friend, and then it became like real. I'm making these like hypotheses or whatever just based on what I've seen so far. That's like what I believe. So let's see, Friday. Friday.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night.
Orange.
After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
So I haven't figured out whether orange is Hannah or Eve. Whether light blue is Hannah or not sure yet. What about Saturday? 3 new ones, okay.
I left the next day.
Wait, what was that?
Saturday.
Was that a... Hold on.
I left the next day, Saturday.
That's a...
I slept for a few hours in the car.
That's an obsessive compulsive thing.
When I woke up.
What, or that's just... That's not normal.
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept
She's
for a few
lying
hours in the car.
about something.
When I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And I...
What is it? What the shit? What is happening? Hold on. There's throw up, obviously, but what was said there that was new or different? Straight back, was returning, makeup. I think she was feeling guilty. Like, that's a reaction, like being nauseous is a reaction that guilty people have after committing an act, I guess, for the first time. They can't believe that they just did something and they're just super nervous and they can't, they're just, they're not within themselves, or they're like, oh my god, what's going on? And then they just throw up and stuff, and they'd leave DNA on the scene. So that's important because of that. But maybe what that also makes me think, like, was she going through morning sickness? Probably not, but it's worth searching for morning sickness or just morning. I'm just writing that down. Give me a second. All right, let's see what's next.
It was late, early Saturday morning.
Good talk. Next.
Well, a week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday.
Birthday.
You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Okay. Let's follow this thread. Let's see. No. All right. So what about sickness? No. Morning. One new one for morning.
I was living in the attic.
Again,
It was
your
a very
Eve.
hard time. I was depressed. Was still pretty
Again,
sick of the
STD. Second time we hear about the STD.
And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and
Day?
both had been sick. They'd thrown up.
The parents. And throw up.
And I slept through it. The police said it was mushrooms they ate.
There's some mushrooms again.
Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them. And there's no way he would have picked death caps.
Yep, death caps. So Simon was murdered by poisoning and death cap mushrooms.
That's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
The dimming of this thing. So Simon was murdered by death cap mushrooms for sure. I'm gonna look at mushroom experts. But throw up, I think, would be a good search term. If I could type. No. Oh. Throw up. What about thrown up? Nothing. Okay, cool. Let's just get that out of my notepad. Morning is gone too. Let's look at mushroom experts. Just that one, right? And then nothing new if I do that. I've wanted to look at mushroom for a bit. Nothing new. Got it. So we've looked at everything that we need to look at. For that. Affair. Birthday, but there was another one, STDs. You've mentioned that several times. So let's see. Nothing new. Got it. We've seen all of the stuff for that. Let's look at sex because that's on the same page. Whoa. Okay. 9 entries found. So let's listen.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that private?
No. It's a murder investigation.
Are you married? How is your sex life?
I want to search about myself. Just put me here. Let's see.
So, our
She was
sex life
smiling.
is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
So, like, never. Got it.
No, you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut.
Oh, okay.
The kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Interesting. Guys. Okay.
Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone. He wasn't that kind of guy. He took his marriage very seriously.
I don't know why, but this makes me think of polygamy. Nothing. Okay. Huh. All right. Me. What? 72 entries with me? Okay. I was just thinking about the interviewer. But let's see what we get from this.
Sure. Yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
Okay. And again, we've established that I have so many pages right now. Just flipping through. I have, hold on. I just need to make sure. I think blue is Hannah. Yeah, I have Hannah as blue. I don't know if you could hear me flipping through the pages.
Sure, I think. I do all the bills and paperwork and handle all the money stuff, so it should be
Money.
easy for me to
That's always a
find.
good search term.
Do you want them dropped off to you?
All right, look for money.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
Christmas party is a new search term. I haven't searched for Diana yet, and I know because I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of results from Diana, so I want to start to pare that down.
It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
Present. What was the present? That gets starred. What a unique game.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while.
Mm-hmm.
The present was a mirror.
Like, where did you put the
nice
mustard?
mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it
Rapunzel.
especially for me.
Okay. So, Rapunzel, mirror, and present. Let's begin with present. 2 new ones.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake. Children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway. And Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. It turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Oh, I can type notes here. I mean, it's too late for now, so whatever. I will add to session.
About 8 years back, it was a present to myself. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have 1 cup.
Coffee's delicious. I've been trying tea.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked.
Tend to be eat.
She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present. Another mirror.
Okay.
Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open.
So it wasn't poisoning.
She'd only meant to scare him off.
Detective Sergeant achievement unlocked. Wait, so it wasn't poisoning. Hold on. Mirror is very important here.
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
You're a freaking liar. You're a freaking liar. And I think you're Hannah. I think Orange is Hannah. Orange is, I'm putting in my notebook, Hannah with a question mark. I think Orange is Hannah.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Reflections. I mean, I'm assuming if you have multiple personalities, you wouldn't want to look at your own reflection, but it's me coming from an ignorant place, so I have no idea. So let's see, reflection. 3 new ones. A minute long. Let's do it.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
That's freaky. That's so freaky. Dude, I want to recommend this game to everybody. Anyone who has like investigative mind or like just loves like learning about things like this. Like, oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look
This
like
is Eve talking right now.
She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Next one.
I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen.
Mm-hmm.
We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
That's worthwhile just because I think one girl is relevant. There we go.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise.
There's the bruise again.
When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull our harness to match.
What?
Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. And she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snuck frozen peas up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies was synchronized anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
So that makes you think like they're two actual people? Basically like twins, just siblings. But I honestly think there's two different personalities. So from that, I don't know why, but while hearing her, in my head, I started to think of like Abyss or the Abyss. Punching my face and like getting a black eye just made me think of like staring into the Abyss. I don't think it's gonna give me anything, but I'm just writing down Abyss in my notepad and just doing that. That's gonna be the next thing I'm gonna search for, just in case. And it's curious because this is partial. And the reason this is partial, I think, is because if when you look at the database, it says one value missing, and I really want to be able to like observe what that missing database is because I know how to do it in the real world, but I can't do it in the game. But anyway, let's see.
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. My mum was amazed.
She's such a good actor. So good. Whoever's like doing this performance deserves like kudos 1,000 times over. But let's see what, if anything, comes up with Abyss. Nothing. I mean, I wasn't expecting really much anything, but just curious because it was just a thought that came to my mind. So copy and games are two things that come to mind. For that copy, no, cross you out. And then games. What about singular? Nothing. Okay. Birthday seems to be an important thing that keeps getting brought up a couple of times. One new one.
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
Okay, that's just, I guess, more context about something else. So let's start moving on to games now. Or no. Before we move on to games, let's look at the couple of other abstract things that I've been thinking about. Things like Adam and the original sin because of her tattoo of the apple and a snake. So let's look at Adam right now. See if we get anything from Adam. Nothing. Okay. So we can cross that out. And I'm curious if we get anything from original sin. No. What about original and sin? No. Okay, cool. That's good. That's just crossing things out from random possibilities. Snake. It's that one where she describes her tattoo. And then I'm assuming apple is the same thing, right? Okay, good. This is good. This is good. Now, dreaming. I'm just typing in things that I have in my notepad now. Dreaming's gone. That's the first time she mentioned dreaming, which is fine. Waking and then asleep. Aslepe. Okay, cool. We got that. That freaking glitch thing. I need to know what that is. Money and singing. Always reach for money when it comes to like murder and stuff. So let's see.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one.
There's Eric again. Visa. Silver Visa. Just Visa.
No, everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier, he doesn't have much money.
What the heck is a glazier?
I don't know. If you put me on, you've been framed.
It looked like she's missing
I
a
want the money.
tooth. You've been framed? What the heck is that? I'm writing that down. Frame. I want to get into the code though, the coded messages, but not yet. That's coming, but not yet. You've been framed though. You've been framed. Let's just look for framed. Nope. Just that thing. Okay. Curious what happens if I just type you. Oh, let's make it super broad. Nope. Nothing cool. Got it. And I've already searched for police. I'm looking at the first pages of things that I've written down, so I'm just crossing things out. And pressure is another thing that I have. No, that's Presire. It's not the Cheshire Cat, but it's sure. Nope, there's that. Poison, baby, poison. And then death caps. Poison. Got it. You seen that? Bruise. Wait, there's a mention of others too. Nothing. Bruise. Alright, we got a new one for Bruise. What is the new one?
Bruce. Oh, yeah. No, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen.
Oh, there it is. I can see the bruise.
And I kind of hit the door with my face. I mean, it hurt like hell.
I can actually see the bruise in that one. Okay. Alright, I'm adding that just because I just noticed that I can see the bruise. Let's type in... You can see the bruise. Cool, so that's there. Policeman was searched for. I searched for secret already. It says guilty identity and Eleanor. I have not searched for Eleanor. Let's do it. Yeah. She's mentioned a lot.
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Oh my god, what the heck? Achievement unlocked, spilt coffee. Wait,
Yes.
no, we're watching this again.
I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Okay, that seemed intentional. That seems intentional. Spilt coffee. Okay, I'm writing down spilt coffee. So just coffee in general, but Eleanor has been searched for, but there's 6 entries. So let's look for coffee. 2 new ones with coffee. She's wearing something darker here. I don't think that's the same as this. Maybe it might be, but I don't think it is. Let's see.
No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
Mm-hmm. This is new.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
July 2nd. July 1st. Okay. Sugar. I love that, like, little threads like this. So I have sugar now. Just gonna cross out sugar, and then milk is gonna be the next.
A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just 1 sugar.
Tea. You drink tea. Okay, wait. Patterns. Pattern. I'm writing down pattern shirt. Pattern shirt likes tea. Likes tea. These are little, like, details that's worth knowing. Okay.
Just the 1 sugar.
1 sugar.
Is that kind of recording?
And she twirls it clockwise. It might seem
Just the
unimportant,
1
but
sugar.
just things that I'm learning. No, that's
Is that camera
counterclockwise.
recording?
Counterclockwise and then clockwise. I'm reading into it too much, but that's, yeah. Next.
Black, no sugar. Thanks.
Okay. So Eve drinks coffee. Eve is a coffee drinker. Black, no sugar. Black, no sugar. This is important stuff for me because these are details that we're getting. So there's small details that you need to find for each suspect. I think they have like little idiosyncrasies that you need to figure out, or at least that I need to figure out so I can feel more comfortable with whatever's going on. So Eve, or the white shirt, which I've labeled as Eve, likes to drink their coffee black with no sugar. Hannah, which I have here as a blue shirt wearing person, but now I've assumed is also the pattern shirt wearing person. So because Eve likes coffee, so Hannah likes tea. So that means that the pattern shirt is also Hannah. So that's information that we didn't have before, which is good. So pattern shirt. Okay, cool. This is Eve. He likes black coffee. Adds a session. Cool. And then again, we've assumed pattern shirt is Hannah. Let's do this again.
Just the one sugar. Thanks. Is that camera recording?
Cool. Yep. All right. We got way more information than I thought I would from just that, from sugar. So sugar's crossed out. What about milk? Nothing new, so that's fine. Coffee. No, that's gone. Do we have tea? 2 new ones for tea.
Could I have a cup of tea?
All right, good. That's light blue, which is information that we didn't have before. Light blue also means Hannah. Yeah. Light blue equals Hannah. Now we know that light blue is Hannah. Hold on. I'm breaking off a piece of paper. I need to have it readily available. One second. Okay, so this is the info that I have. Dark blue shirt. D blue is Hannah, because I've identified her as such. White shirt is Eve. She likes black coffee. And then orange is still kind of sort of up in the air. I thought it was Hannah, but still up in the air. Light blue is Hannah because she's asking for tea. Light blue is Hannah. Likes tea. Then we have pattern shirt. Pattern, I'm just writing it as pattern. And then that's Hannah. Hannah. Because she wants tea. Tea. 1 sugar. Hoping you guys are following me, like why I'm writing this down and why I think it's relevant information. So you need to be able to differentiate with who is your narrator, right? They're both unreliable narrators, but you need to know where it's coming from, which one is the current narrator, and what story you're getting from each one. So, okay. So this is stuff that we can use for, like, I guess later, whatever conclusion we come up with. We said this is, do we consider this is light blue? Yeah, light blue is Hannah. Asking for it, yeah. And this one is the pattern, which should be Hannah.
Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
Yep, there it is. Cool. That's what I thought. Tea, 1 sugar. Chuhar. All right, this is just like tangential information that we need in order to like make a good detailed report in the future. Good. Spilt coffee just to see, because she threw away coffee. 30. Oh, okay. Spilled. I was just thinking like she had dirty pants or something because of the spilled coffee, but stained is some other thing.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess.
What?
We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room.
Hotel.
Had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
Hotel, church bells, and romantic. Dude, we got a lot of stuff in this episode, I'll have you know. Oh, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. The rabbit hole keeps freaking going. I love it. Yeah, we learned we at least we got enough information to kind of differentiate which one's Ahana and which one's Eve, just based on their preference of like beverages, breakfast beverages or whatever, tea versus coffee. And we got some more information like a hotel, church bells, romantic getaway and stuff. There's so many other keywords that I want to look for. So many. We're going to continue this like within seconds. But right now, for the sake of time, we're going to call it here. Like if you enjoyed the video, comment, please. Tell me what your thoughts are on who did this and what's going on. And subscribe if you want to hang out. See you in the next one. Bye.